Come to Stadium in Houston, Texas. We'll continue with our pre-tournament press conferences, joined now by the folks from Wake Forest University, head coach Bobby Muuss, and student athletes Jacori, Brad Dunwell, and Ian Harkes. We'll open up again with the opening statement from Coach, and then we'll turn it over to questions from you guys. Again, if you would please just introduce yourself with your name and your affiliation when you have a question. So, Coach, first of all, congratulations on a great season so far. Good luck tomorrow. And any opening comments from you?
No, we're just extremely excited and fortunate to be here. Want to thank everybody for putting this on. Obviously, we haven't had the opportunity to walk the stadium yet. We're going to do that here in a little while, but I know there's 28 really excited student athletes here from Wake Forest, excited about the opportunity to play tomorrow in the College Cup semifinal. And in terms of the season, it's an incredible run. And our goal as a staff and players is to hopefully continue this run and have the opportunity to play for a national championship here on Sunday.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open up to questions, guys. Start off with Corey down here.
Coach, Corey Lefkin, Houston Chronicle. You guys entered last season's tournament as the #1 seed, fell short. Is there any sort of redemption quality with this team like you guys after that at all?
I don't know if we call it redemption. I know we had a great year last year, and we left everything that we had on the field against a very good, obviously the eventual national champion at Stanford. And we used that as motivation. We haven't talked about it much, but I know starting our training in January last year, the returning guys were focused. This group of young men, all returning obviously, and what they did to form a young, naive freshman group. We all were naive freshmen at one point. Has been incredible, and our seniors have been a very, very close group for a long time. The spring saw us take a trip to Madrid and Barcelona, which I think was an incredible experience for all, and we just continue to get better. A lot of people questioned us probably at the beginning of the year when we lost our opening game to St. Louis, but the resilience of this group has been incredible. And we're here, not because of that loss last year. We're here because we have an incredible group of seniors, and we said that they're gonna lead us, and we're gonna need, and even as a staff, I say it to a lot of people as a staff, and allowing them to spread their wings, and we're here because of those 9 seniors.
And face Denver, team you used to coach. Thoughts on that? I mean, help you, work against you. What do you think about that?
There's no difference in playing the University of Denver or playing Clemson or whoever else was in our bracket. We prepared exactly the same way. There's no hidden secrets. Denver's a new team. You know what I mean? Wake Forest is a new team each and every year, and we're preparing the exact same way. We're excited about the opportunity to play the University of Denver here tomorrow, and these guys are prepared. I think they're focused on the task at hand.
Additional questions, guys? Back here.
How you doing, Coach? Francis Lucas from the Overtime page. I want to take on that note that you said that when you lost to the eventual champion in Stanford, what's the difference between this year's team that they took from last year?
What we took from it? I don't know. I mean, just experience of playing in a quarterfinal. I think it's rare that you just run the table with not experience any type of adversity. We're older. I'm a year older. I'm a year more experienced. These guys are a year older. They're a year more experienced. And I don't think we let the big game phase us at all. I think and you talk to these guys, last year I think we wasted maybe 45 minutes against Stanford. Second 45 minutes was fantastic. This year in the quarterfinal, I don't think we wasted a minute, and we stepped on the pedal from the kick. And that's been most of the games here in the postseason. We did that in the ACC final. But this year is just a much more experienced team. We got to play in a very big game in the ACC final, which I think prepares us for situations like this. Playing at a professional stadium, same amount of rest in between. But these guys, nothing really phases them. Whatever the moment is, and I think we're a much more balanced team than we were last year. I don't think who's going to step up in each and every game. As a coach, I probably have some more gray hairs not knowing who it's going to be, but it's enjoyable knowing that you have 11 guys that can actually help you win games on the field at one time. So I just think we're a year more experienced.
Can go to the back and then come back down the front.
Jerry Woodley Jr., the College Sports Report. Coach, if you can, just talk about playing in the ACC. Your conference has 2 teams here today, this weekend. How much of is it not so much a challenge, but being prepared to get to this point in a College Cup with two teams coming from that conference, and on a regular basis, week in and week out, you all battle each other?
Yeah, we say we're battle tested. You know, I think every game in the ACC, if it's the number 1 team at that point or the number 12 team at that point, it's a battle. They're 90-minute games. There's hardly ever a blowout. You know, goals are hard to come by. It's a game of inches, making mistakes that, you know, teams make you pay. It's the best soccer conference in the country. You know, you just stated all the reasons why. It's the 16th straight year that there's an ACC team in the College Cup, and it just prepares you each and every day to play the very best. And these guys know in training every day they have to be at their best, knowing that they're playing one of the best teams in the country. You know, I think a really good indication of how difficult the conference is I think Virginia Tech was our 9th seed, you know, in the ACC tournament, and that was our quarterfinal opponent. You know, so it's from top to bottom, you know, the best soccer conference in America, and I know I'm blessed to coach in it. You know, we talk about it, how lucky we are to play in it each and every day, and it doesn't get any better.
Come down here to the front.
Hi, Christy Regan from the Associated Press. I know it's business this week, but can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Coach Franks? And I know y'all.
Who?
Coach Franks. Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, you know, Jamie is he's a good friend. You know, I recruited him out of high school to come and play for Wake Forest to try to change a program and to be the first to do something. And him and his class, you know, did an incredible job. You know, so obviously as a player who was close to me, you know, as a colleague, and then bringing him on as an assistant coach, helped me grow. Hopefully I helped Jamie grow as well. And he's brought University of Denver to new heights. Obviously he's an alumni. We talk all the time, you know, weekly, you know, not this week as much, but, you know, he's a very important part of my life, and I'm extremely happy for him and the program to see them here this weekend. But, you know, that's about it, you know, and I know storylines and all, everybody likes to bring that up, but it's these 11, you know, against Jamie's 11, and nothing to do with Jamie and I, just Wake Forest and the University of Denver going battle for a semifinal for a spot in the final.
Over here to the right.
For the players, Coach talked about being on a big stage before, and what did you guys learn from last year, and what are you guys feeling going into the semifinals this year?
Like you said, I think we've met up with a lot of teams that are kind of big games in our conference, so we're pretty prepared for a stage like this, but we just treat it like as another game, just focus for another 90 minutes and try and play Wake soccer and the best soccer that we can to get to the next stage.
Yeah, we're feeling confident. Every game in the ACC, to win the regular season, we have to be close to perfect, win a lot of games in a row. We did that again in the ACC tournament. So just, it's no added pressure to feel like we have to win this game. I know we do, but we're a confident team, and there's no added pressure from outside. We know what our goals are, and we're feeling good about it.
I touched on the confidence. I think from last year to this year, we've grown a lot as a team, and we're in a really good position as long as we play Wake Forest soccer to advance in the final.
Additional questions, guys? Come back over to Chris again.
For any of the players, what do you think is the biggest challenge to being at this level and playing at the biggest stage here?
It's sudden death. For myself and Ian, it could be our last game of our college careers. So that's the I guess the emotional or psychological battle with it. But like I said, we've been in these positions before where it's do or die, and we're prepared for it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just say maybe the turnaround too, just because of how many games we played this season, and just if you advance Friday with a quick turnaround to get ready for Sunday and just try and play your best. So.
Brad, any additional comments?
I think they covered it pretty well.
All right, any additional questions, guys? Okay, we'll wrap up with that. Guys, thank you for your time. Congratulations again on the great season so far. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, Brett, here's the ball.